Let's explore one of the most unique cities in the United States and an art lover's paradise, Santa Fe. But before, don't forget to hit that like button, to subscribe, and to turn on your notifications so you don't miss any of our exciting adventures at Joco. Santa Fe sits 7,200 feet up in the southernmost end of the Rocky Mountains. It's the oldest and highest capital city in the United States. The city is in a valley of the Rio Grande, surrounded by 1.5 million acres of national forest. The architecture here in Santa Fe is unmistakable. Our first stop of the day, Canyon Road, is just east of historic Santa Fe Plaza, which we will see a little later in this video. Canyon Road is home to a bunch of art galleries selling renowned artwork from famous artists, as well as hand-woven Navajo rugs and southwestern wood carvings. This is the favorite area in Santa Fe for art lovers because of the variety of types of art on display. There are more than 100 different galleries along the street, and you'll find everything from jewelry and pottery to sculptures and paintings.
Olha, gente, parece que eu tô me sentindo em Nazaré das Farinhas, Bahia, com essa casinha aqui, olha. Mas isso é Estados Unidos, o estado americano do Novo México, assim se chama esse estado, New Mexico State. Nos Estados Unidos, não é Brasil, não é Nazaré das Farinhas, Bahia. Bem interessante. Eu acho que é bem difícil um brasileiro pensar que existe uma casa assim. A gente pensa nos Estados Unidos, a gente sempre pensa em Nova York, prédios altos, mas aqui vocês estão vendo algo bem rústico e mostrando aí a influência espanhola, também na época dos nativos, né? Native American. É isso aí, pessoal. Vamos passear com a gente.
This street itself is also a delight for the senses, as many of the galleries are housed in historic adobe buildings with colorful flowers adorning them from the outside, while the unmistakable odor of chili peppers greets you from many of the high-quality restaurants you can choose from.
Vocês percebem que tem, como parte da decoração desse lugar aqui, dessa casa, tem as pimentas, que é algo bem típico, bem cultural, e a pimenta de verdade. Eles deixam secar e aí depois eles usam para fazer molho, mas usam também como decoração. Tá decorando, tá secando a pimenta, tá aí. E depois um molhinho bem gostoso. Olha. Tá bonito, baby? A casa tá bonita?
It's really nice. I like it. The best way to experience this art district is simply by walking down the street, since this way you can still experience the pricey art while enjoying the pleasant New Mexico weather. Among the rich history in Santa Fe is the Santa Fe Railway, so let's head toward the rail yard. Just off the old rail yard is the Jean Cocteau Cinema, which is a single-screen, independently operated movie theater and events venue, which was bought and renovated by author George R.R. Martin of Game of Thrones fame. In the late 19th and early 20th century, the rail yard was a key interchange point between three railroads. But nowadays, it is a hub of entertainment, shopping, food, and events. As we explore the city, it's very clear why Santa Fe, despite not being a huge city, is so famous. It's known for its art, architecture, and food, as we'll see a little later. Next, we will drive through the Santa Fe Plaza, which we will explore on foot a little later to get the feel for the rich history of the city. As we drive parallel to Santa Fe Plaza, one building dominates the horizon, the Cathedral Basilica of St. Francis of Assisi. The Cathedral Basilica of St. Francis of Assisi was constructed beginning in 1869. Its main facade includes an image of the Tetragrammaton, the four Hebrew letters usually transliterated YHWH or JHVH that form the biblical proper name of God. Historic Route 66 passed through downtown Santa Fe near the historic La Fonda on the Plaza Hotel until 1938, when the road was rerouted to Albuquerque. You can see our video on Route 66 in Albuquerque by clicking the card above. Although Santa Fe Plaza is full of vendors selling authentic Native American crafts, be aware they might be selling them at inflated prices, as this is a very popular tourist spot. Feel free to browse the various shops around the plaza because they have many neat offerings on display. Since the city's founding in 1610, the Santa Fe Plaza has been its cultural hub, hosting bullfights and other important events. The New Mexico Museum of Art features an important collection of Georgia O'Keeffe paintings, among 20,000 others. Built in 1917, the structure itself is a work of art, considered a masterpiece of Pueblo Revival architecture, which blended the Native American and Spanish colonial design styles. You can learn about the renowned Santa Fe Trail, the 19th century transportation route connecting Missouri to Santa Fe, at the New Mexico History Museum on the next block. Hello! Let's go! The Plaza, which is a National Historic Landmark, hosts Indian and Spanish markets regularly and is surrounded by restaurants, galleries, and souvenir shops. Constructed in 1610, the Palace of the Governors was the original capital of New Mexico. The adobe structure was the site of the only successful Native American uprising in 1680, and it has been in public use longer than any other structure in the country. Today, the National Historic Landmark showcases 400 years of the state's history, officially as part of the New Mexico History Museum. All this walking around had us starving though, so it was time to try out the famous and delicious New Mexico cuisine. Located on Santa Fe Plaza, the Burrito Company is a family-owned restaurant that was established in 1978. In 2006, chef Archimedes Kimo Castro, his wife Eleanor, and 2 daughters took over the restaurant. Since then, Chef Kimo introduced a wide range of dishes from his own El Salvadoran roots, in addition to this restaurant's international menu. The carne adobada burrito is one standout to choose from. The Burrito Company offers classic American entrees as well as Central American dishes, and of course, authentic New Mexican cuisine like the blue corn chicken enchiladas. Although it's not a big city, Santa Fe is full of charm and personality. The Museum of Contemporary Native Arts houses 9,000 contemporary indigenous artworks. Whether you want history, art, architecture, or delicious food, there is something for everyone in Santa Fe. There is no place quite like it. But New Mexico attracts tourists for many other reasons. If you would like to see another example, click on the card above to see the latest balloon festival. Since you have made it to this part of the video, you must have enjoyed coming with us to explore the city different. So make sure you leave your mark, hitting that like button.